Welcome back to It's Tool Thing. Today with another tool haul video, a little bonus item that I purchased. Not really a tool, but I thought it would be interesting to talk about a little bit. The first item here, I don't have it on the thing because I don't want to get stuck and have to deal with it. It's a set of magnets. Nothing. I guess the impressive part is I actually bought some stuff at Harbor Freight because I generally don't buy stuff at Harbor Freight. But I needed a few more magnets, and these were, I don't know, $3 if I remember right, maybe $4 for the 2-pack. I'm gonna have to cut the rivets off and put bolts in them and stuff, but be handy, just general use for using on the toolbox. And I had to steal the one magnet for that Milwaukee pump setup that I made. So that's what one of them's gonna be for. The actual one's just gonna be a spare. But for a couple bucks, like I said, I have a hard time buying stuff at Harbor Freight. There are some things that I do like there, but I tend not to buy a whole bunch of their tools. Thought those would work fine for, like I said, less than $5. I picked these up. I actually have a set of these from Harbor Freight that I've had for a long time, but I saw them on the rack, and I actually thought about them here a little while ago that it had been handy to have had. Just a little like dental pick set. I don't even know what they say on the package. I already threw the package away a couple days ago. But where I find these things come in handy, they're not super strong, but their shanks on them are pretty small. And sometimes when you're trying to get into a tight place, working on a wiring connector, these are the ticket, especially the straight one and the hooked one. Those are the two I tend to use the most. But just grab another set of those. I have the set that I have in the shop truck now, so I thought it'd be nice to put one in my wiring box in the shop. Nothing exciting there. I don't even remember how much they were, a couple bucks. These here, which is actually a tool that I highly recommend from Harbor Freight. I know it's nothing fancy, but these little wrench rings, I only have one negative thing to say about it. I had to pick up a couple more packs. That was the main reason I actually went, was to grab some of these for some more wrenches that I had. I've just been using zip ties because I ran out of these. They were pretty good. They come in a 2-pack, obviously. I think they're like $2, unless their prices have changed. I bought a dozen of these things by now, but it's just a little spring clip. It's not the most efficient way to store your tools, but it works pretty good in the shop truck, or if you're running around like helping your family. That's actually why I needed them, because the wrenches I was taking were just on a zip tie. So I was like, shoot, I had a few minutes, so I ran over there. The only real issue I have, they're not built super great. I mean, like this here, you can see it's not square, but the build quality isn't that great. I should sit down and grind them, because really my only complaint is that an 8mm wrench fits fine on here, but it won't fit over this. And generally most of my sets go at least 8mm. So you have to make sure when you put them on that the 8mm one's the first one over here, so that you can take it off, and then you can spin them around and do whatever you can do. Just pull one wrench off at a time, unless you need multiple wrenches. Once again, not the most efficient way, but the story wrenches, but it works really good in the shop truck. Somewhere that you're going to be dragging them around with you. Definitely not a toolbox situation, unless they're a backup set of wrenches. And I actually do have the part number on these. You can see that there. It's 37074. Made in China, I'm sure. Unfortunately, actually doesn't say. It does say lifetime warranty, but you know, good luck with that. Unless you're going to keep your 30-year-old receipt or something. Yeah, it says it on the front there, made in China. I picked this up used. It's a Snap-on little pry tool. It's a little bit rough, but not too bad. They got $7 on it. I paid $5. I actually bought something else with it, but I don't remember what it was at the same time, and they charged me $5. Part number, it's kind of hard to read here, A161B is stamped USA there, and Snap-on. I like the way it's got kind of a skinny. I've been really liking those Matco ones that I picked up. They work better than the other ones that I've had, because the notches were kind of big in the other ones. So I figured a different angle for a couple bucks, I grab it. Nothing exciting there. And then this was actually the purchase I made this weekend. I didn't get to spend a lot of time looking for tools this weekend, but I picked up this, and I was actually surprised. I'd never noticed this before. It's one of the 3/8 drive high speeds, but I don't know if you can see that on the display there, or on the thing there. But it actually doesn't say high speed. It just says 3/8 ratchet, which I thought was kind of interesting because I'd never noticed that before. But it is a high speed. It's in pretty good shape. See, the writing's kind of coming off already, but it's not in bad shape. Sounds good. I was thinking about converting my quarter drive permanently to 3/8 because I've been liking that on that long handled. But which it would have been cheaper to do that. But this way it'll give me an option to have a 3/8 one and a quarter one. And high speed is a little faster. Let's see, it's in good condition. It also came with one battery, which I was able to get them to add in. It's just a 1.5, but it's basically brand new. They wouldn't come down on the price or anything, but I did get them to toss a battery in. Ended up getting it for 90 bucks. So I thought that was a pretty good price for 90 bucks. Definitely going to put it in the shop truck and then take the quarter drive one, probably put it back in the shop because I've been using that one in the shop truck and the long reach one in the shop. So that's the end of the tools. And then I just thought this was kind of interesting. I had my wash machine break down again, or not necessarily again, but I've had it repaired in the past, but it's over 10 years old, and I decided to get a new wash machine. And of course, the way I am, I'm always looking for a deal. And I was actually had a set of LGs that I paid for but hadn't picked up yet. And I was doing some hunting around and so on. And I was actually, this ain't the best picture in the world, but I was actually able to get, see if we can get in there. And they kind of look old school, but they're actually they're a Speed Queen, which is a pretty high-end brand. That's the kind they actually use. Obviously, this isn't the exact models that they use in laundromats and whatnot, so they're built to a heavier duty standard. I do actually think they say, I don't know if you can read it on there, but I think they do say commercial heavy duty, but heck, people will stick that on just about anything. I got the washer and dryer. Sorry about the glare there. They're not exactly matching. I mean, they're pretty close, but this one has the newer digital display. And actually, the dryer ended up costing me more than the washer, unfortunately. But they were new. They were demo units from Basco. They actually had a couple of sets of these. Or they weren't really as a set, but they had, I think, one more dryer left and 2 washers, if I remember right. But I was able to work out a deal with them on a package and was able to get them for, shoot, I think nearly $1,000 off the price. From the original list price. They were still kind of expensive, but hoping they'll last. Supposedly, from what I've heard from multiple people, not even from the seller that I bought these from, these are the kind of washer and dryers that you pass down to your family kind of thing. They last that long, so I'm banking on that. They actually did come with a, I said they were demonstrator models, so they're not perfect. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a little bit of chipping in the paint and whatnot. They're not dented or anything. They did, one of them was dented, one of the dryers were. Yeah, they were display models or whatever. So they were new, came with the full factory warranty, 5 years on the washer, 7 years on the dryer. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The way I'm always looking for a good deal, it ended up being more than the LG set that I was looking at. But if you factored in buying the warranty, they were pretty much a wash. Plus, I was able to purchase them in the state of Oregon, so I didn't have to pay sales tax. So that alone saved me probably a couple $100. But I would have bought the LG ones in the state of Oregon and transported them myself, even though it did kind of suck getting them in and out of the house. The old ones out and the new ones in by myself, but I managed. So that was a quick trip of the tools and the washer. Maybe that'll entice the ladies. You never know. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And as always, have a great day.